everybody. I think we're going to get started so that we can move along the evening and get to hear Susie talk about the artwork. We're very happy to have our juror, Susie Sparks, here with us. So, let's see. So, welcome to our May meeting. I guess we will, if Audra is ready, we can start out with the treasurer's report.
Yes, the treasurer's report is today's balance is $4,329.63.
Okay. Thank you very much. And Helena.
We have 3 people signed up for next year.
Okay, wonderful. So we have 3 new members who already, did they come in after the show?
They count.
Lovely. So that's
one lady. Well, one lady's the free lady, Lynn Presser.
Yeah.
She's the free lady. And then the other 2 work.
Lovely. All right. Wonderful. Kim, do you want to talk anything about, like your thoughts for next year for the speakers? Do we want to talk about having putting out a survey or anything possibly, or what would you like us to work toward?
We can. We've been trying to kind of mix it up. There is a lot of interest in hands-on demonstrations, so we do occasional speakers and demonstrators that have an activity we can participate in. We can look towards that some more.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm open to ideas. If anybody has any, please give them to me.
One of the things that I've been thinking about, and I wanted to run it past the group, since we're doing our show and share, and we're going to continue doing the virtual show and share through the summer. But I thought it might be nice to expand on Linda's members helping members kind of idea. And for that, we might be able to do a virtual talk by some of our own members. And one of the people I was talking to, he's going to think about it, is Lance, to talk about how he does the architectural renderings of the homes and works with acrylic. So, something I'd be interested to hear him talk about it. I think it would be something that would be helpful for us all. And I'm not putting you on the spot, Lance. I mean, it doesn't mean you have to do it. But I just thought it would be, like I said, nice to expand on that so we could keep, during our yearly, the annual meetings here, we could bring in people from outside. But we have so many people in our group who have experience and great talent that it would be nice to hear some of their tips on what they're doing. So I was hoping to that we might be able to add that into our show and share. So that's my thought. Anybody, does that sound like a good idea to folks?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you?
Even like a virtual studio tour.
That would be fun too. Yeah, have people like show us their studio and where they're working and how they have their setup. That'd be fun. Okay.
Clean up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it's virtual. You don't have to show every corner. That would be fun. Okay, well that's 2 ideas then, to just something, because I want to keep us rolling through the summer. And Gina thankfully has stepped up and she's willing to be our person who's going to take charge of our plein air through the summer. So we're going to keep doing that. She's starting out, her first one that she is hosting is this Saturday, May 21st. At the Pittsburgh Center for the Arts, and she thought that was a great tie-in with the Shadyside Arts Festival. So if you're interested, you could go paint at Mellon Park in the morning with her, and then head down to the Arts Festival and check all of that out in the afternoon. So did anybody not get the email that's had the information on that and her contact info? Everybody received? Okay, perfect. So that's a great thing. The Shadyside Arts Festival is going on now. Fun. We have coming up on the deadline for the May Abstract Art Challenge if you could please send your submissions for that to Linda Kirby. And we're all diving into Helena's world of abstract, so hopefully she's very excited that we're featuring abstract this time and gonna see what everybody comes up with. Yeah, can't wait to see what people come up with. I mean, it's really, it's a fun thing to do. Next thing, the next change out for the chamber. We're gonna do that on Friday, June 10th from 9 to noon. So that's our next, and I'm looking for anybody who'd like to volunteer to help work with that. You'll be there, Helena. Thank you so much. So that is wonderful. And let's see what else. Linda, do you have anything you'd like to throw in about the website?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay, nothing. So are you getting things for your members, helping members section that you started?
No, and I would say, it's not something that's on top of anything, so I get
Yeah.
it. But even like with the newsletter, I try to just, if I happen to see someone's Facebook post or whatever, I try to put it. So either maybe everyone friend me on Facebook and then I'll see it, or if you could remember to tell me what's going on with you. I would love to feature you guys.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want it to be only information about me and Deb and Jim, you know.
Yeah.
So any information you have about what you're up to, I'll take. Lost my train of thought. Is your question? Yeah, no.
That's all? Helena, did you have something to add to that or a question?
On the newsletter, I had an idea how we feature an artist and their work. And I thought if somebody has an interesting story or just a piece that, you know, they would like to talk about,
Yes.
that send it to Linda, and you could just do, instead of doing a person,
Yeah.
do somebody's artwork and the story behind it.
Yeah, you know, that's a nice idea, and that brings me back to the conversation that Lance and I were having before while we were setting up. He has a habit a very good work habit of taking photos of his piece as he's going. So you see all of the steps that it took to come to the finished piece. So that's something that would be nice, you know, like if we could feature that in the newsletter or feature that somewhere where, you know, just show us the different steps that you went through, and then, you know, it helps people understand how you layer things up and how you get to that final look. So what do you think about that, Linda? Because I know sometimes Linda has a hard time finding somebody who's willing to step up to be the artist of the month.
Right.
So this might be an easier thing to do, or more just expand it out more from just being, you know, somebody who thinks, well, you know, I don't have enough pieces or I don't have enough to show for the artist of the month. But sure you do, because we're interested to see what everybody's working on. So, please, thank you. All right, let me see, what else do we have here? Who haven't I picked on yet? Well, I haven't picked on Jim, but he's monitoring us to make sure that this is going out correctly on Facebook or on Zoom. But so our social media, I think, is going really well. Oh yeah, there you are. Why don't you talk about our YouTube and what we have on there now?
Well, the meeting is on Zoom right now. If you get bored being here in person, you can watch it on Zoom. But yeah, we have the YouTube channel. All the demos and everything from pretty much from the past 2 years and going forward, we're going to post on the YouTube channels. So.
Yeah, so if you missed anything, or if you remember something that was interesting and you can't quite remember the technique they use, it's all right there on our YouTube.
Do you send a link to it, or how do you do that?
Yeah, Deb usually emails out the link.
I usually send it out, but can't they just go to YouTube and type in Westfield Art League?
When you're on there watching the video, there's a little button that says subscribe. And then you'll get an email anytime we put something on there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you don't have to have our link necessarily. You can just go to YouTube, type in West Hills Art League, and it'll take you to our page.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at myself on camera.
That's okay.
Okay, we'll go back up.
What else?
So to take that further, when I send out the welcome email to the new members, and I list our webpage and that.
You can
So
add our YouTube to
I will
it.
add-
Yeah, you could add that YouTube for sure.
Oh, okay, and just. put-
Yeah, I'm also on Instagram and Facebook, but I think most of you see that.
Yeah, it would be nice to when you send that welcome out, to list
Yeah.
all of our social
Right.
media, or
Right.
everything, yeah. That'd be fabulous. Okay, so I think that's all of the announcements I had, other than Jim and I have put in 60 pieces into Cooper Siegel Library in Fox Chapel, and we're gonna have an opening on Sunday from 2 to 4. So if anybody's interested and would like to stop by, not only can you see our artwork there, but you can also see Cooper Siegel Library. They accept artists, either single artists or groups, to come in quarterly and hang their art in the place, and it's really lovely. And as I said, we put 60 pieces in, so there's a lot of space to it.
Where is that?
It is, well, Fox Chapel is the location. I'm trying to think of the road that it's on, but if you just Google Fox Chapel and Cooper Siegel Library.
It's not far off.
How long is it up for?
It's on Fox Chapel.
It's gonna be up till the middle of August.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Congratulations.
2 to 4 this Sunday.
I can't do Sunday, but I will go maybe next Sunday.
Yeah, you can get a chance to check it out.
White
Yes.
Rose Society did a show 2 years ago as part of our lead up to our 75th anniversary, and it was wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
We had nice sales, and I forget, I think we had like 80-some pieces in the show.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
And not only are Jim and I in it, there's another artist, his name is Jim Jennings, I believe I have the correct name, and he travels all over the country and takes macro photography of hummingbirds. So his art is also going to be there along with ours. His is behind the counter, because his pieces, like, to go with the macro photography, like, his pieces are like this big. You know, they're really good, but beautiful hummingbirds from all over. So if you like, you know, that photography of birds, it's just lovely. It's Cooper Siegel Community Library.
SIE.
And we also had another member who had a show there last fall. When was your show? Okay. But Kim,
I either followed Susie or she followed.
Yeah.
okay, and when you're there, you have to go to the children's area, the children's part of the library, because Kim has done a lovely mural in the library, and it's just beautiful. But how many pieces did you have in the show when you were there?
I think about 40.
So it's, yeah, you can get a lot of pieces in there, and one of our members, Melissa Ty, is the one who organizes the artwork coming in and out, and so you just, as an artist, put an application in and then wait for your number to come up. So, yeah. Do you have anything you would else like to say about Cooper Siegel, or?
It's a gorgeous venue. They're really easy to work with, and yeah, I highly encourage anybody that's interested to get to it.
Yeah, and they handle all the sales too. So like they take a 20% commission, but they deal with everything and just give you a check at the end.
And they don't charge a fee.
They do 20% commission,
I know.
but not a
Charge
fee.
space fee.
No space fee at all.
Melissa is one of our watercolor society artists as well.
Yes, wonderful. All right, so that's my news. Now, who has other stuff that they'd like to share with us? And shows that are going on, call Kim. Could you have something going on at the North Hills Art Center? What's the new show that we're going to apply to?
As a matter of fact, we have
Right now, I heard there's a lovely show
there's
set up.
an amazing show
Yes.
right now. It's the Pittsburgh Watercolor Society's member show, and it is opening this Saturday evening from 6 to 8 p.m. Awards will be given out, and our illustrious juror will be there. She's the president of that particular group. But it's a beautiful show, so it'll be up for 3 weeks.
And she happens to be the juror for that exhibit.
Oh,
That's gonna make people not. But it really is lovely, so if anybody's free on 6 to 8 on Saturday, come by and say hello. And so that's the first thing coming up. And you also gearing up for our Fiber and Fire extravaganza party on June 25th. So if anybody likes, is a pyromaniac, this is your event. They fire up the raccoon kiln out the back parking lot, and you can come purchase a piece of this fired clay, go into the pottery studio, blaze it whatever colors you want, and go outside and watch them throw it in the fire, and like 20 minutes later it comes out glowing orange, and when it cools down you take it home. But there'll be excellent live music here at the Tobins, and food and beer, wine, and music, so
Yeah,
that's on June 25th.
all right. Are you doing any kind of,
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
are you doing any kind of lead-up class to it, like you have in the past?
We have ongoing ragu offerings, both workshops and classes, and they fill up fast. So we're currently registered for the summer, so if you are interested, this would be a good time to go look.
Yeah, because it's fun too if you go and make your own piece first, and then you can raku at the night of the event.
And then I have a new show coming up at the very end of July. It's an upcycled bottle show. It's called All Bottled Up. And the requirement will be that you need to incorporate either at least one plastic bottle or one glass bottle to your piece. It can be freestanding 3D or it can be hung on the wall in relief, but you need to create something out of glass or plastic that can be viewed as artwork. So that's our first time out with that. It's currently in the works, and the prospectus will be going out soon for that.
That's going to be July, did you say?
July 30th is going to open, and we're going to August, I don't remember.
Well, that sounds like you, Leah.
I know.
Yeah, that's like,
I want to be part of the garbage.
I am playing with, number one and number two plastic melts really easily, so any like pop bottles, soda bottles, water bottles, you can literally like hold up to a candle and they do all these cool things. You can take soldering irons and poke holes in them, and it really, oh gosh, yeah. There's a whole world out there. I'm just telling you.
oh, this is going to be great. That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, that's it for you. Is it for you? Anybody else have any shows they're in right now they'd like to suggest? I know the Westmoreland's going on. That's coming up. The opening on that is going to be Saturday. The Hoyt has their show going on. We have some flyers in the back on the back table for that. Susan, do you want to talk about the shows that you're in and let people know some of the things? I know our jurors in 5 different shows right now, so that's.
Yeah, it's been a very busy spring for me. I'm very fortunate. I'm in the Women in Art show in Jeanette at You Are Here Gallery. I'm in the Friends and Neighbors at Greensburg Art Center. That's a joint show with Ligonier Latrobe Art
Center, yeah.
Yes. I am in the WHAL exhibit. I'm in Cross Currents, and I will be in the Waterfront exhibit too. So.
Okay.
All at once.
Yep.
I'm bored.
A lot of great shows out there. If, get out there and see some artwork. Definitely, it's very rich right now.
I have a class that I'm doing
Please.
With the Pennsylvania Art Education Association. If anybody has never been to the Hoyt and would like to experience it via an expert, we are going to host a tour and workshop at the Hoyt on June 23rd. We don't have the Eventbrite link set up for that yet, but I will share it out when that happens. So we will be touring the facility, and then we will be focusing on the Shenango pottery and land acknowledgements of the Native Americans that lived in the respective space, and what that collaboration looked like between the Shenango pottery manufacturing and the local natives in the area. And then there will be a hands-on making workshop as well.
Okay.
So you're talking about physically going?
At the Hoyt, yes.
It's an all day.
It is from 10 to 12:30. On June 23rd.
Okay. That sounds great. And, one thing I forgot to say before, and I just wanted to make sure I said this. I want to thank everybody who came and did gallery sitting here for us. Really appreciate it. It was something new that we tried with this show. And I know some of the times were a little low attendance, others were better, but I think it really helped to get more eyes on the pieces. And thank you. So just thank you all for signing up for that. That was wonderful. Yes?
Something for next year just to consider. I've had 2 women come in from the other side of the river.
Okay.
And they said, why didn't we know about this? We just came to walk.
Okay. So maybe we should spread out to the different community bulletin boards, because we hit Moon Township, Coriopolis, Swickley, Hopewell, but I mean, we could try to expand out. And we did have it in the Beaver County Times and the Allegheny County Times, but it's probably easy enough to miss. Swickley Herald doesn't do anything for free, and we don't pay for advertising. But what I was going to do is, I was really pleased that even though we were off for 2 years and didn't have an in-person show, that we had such nice attendance on Mother's Day. So I was really happy that we didn't lose everybody by not having those 2. But we can certainly put it in the notes for next year and try to spread out more.
Maybe you could put a sign up during the opening, or even a sign on the door saying we have these also.
Yes.
Times that we're going to be, you could come and view the show.
Yes,
People
yeah.
will see it when they.
Yeah, and we had that on the card, and on the program saying, please check our website for our gallery days and things like that. And also the Moon Township was also promoting it on their website, but we tried something, yeah.
I was going to say, on Mother's Day weekend, I was at Janoski's, had a big market, a big vendor event, and I had the cards and I was passing them out at the event.
Oh, thank you.
And it was on Mother's Day, and they're like, oh, I live right by there. We're going to go there when we leave here. So I know that it's not too
Nice.
far from Janoski's to come down here. You're out with Mom anyway.
Yeah.
Come down here, check it out. Is there maybe opportunity to partner with events like that where there's going to be a bunch of people?
That's a great idea.
Say, hey, hey, Janoski's, we'll promote you if
You promote us, yeah. And that's why we got the cards printed this year. That was something that we normally haven't done in the past, to do so many. And, for next year, keep that in mind. Take cards with you. And if you do know places or there's different events going on, please leave the cards there, because every little bit helps. We stick them up in coffee houses and wherever we go, we put the Mother's Day shows cards. But I'm just really, like I said, thank you so much for all the participation and for sticking with us and for participating in the show this year. So thank you. All right, do we have anything else that anybody would like to announce? Anything? Yeah. Oh, no. What's that?
Take the sign down out by the road.
We will take, we have to take the sign. Thank you for reminding us about that. Yeah. You
Did you get the sandwich board?
You know what, Audra, you didn't order the sandwich board, right?
I did not.
Okay, so we'll make sure we'll get it for next year, for our next event. Because we had little signs up, but Helena had a really good idea to get a sandwich board that we could put and have it right outside the door, so that when people were walking by, they would know that they could come in. Some people were a little timid about coming into the building, if they didn't already see the email or see a blast somewhere. But
That's a
balloons, with balloons.
I had when I was in here, doing my thing, I had a friend who I put out there on social media, I'm going to be here, and they came to what? That's her car, but is this where we go?
Yeah.
So that's a good idea.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Because the 2 that came in, because Eileen from the office said, if you want to, you can open that door and let people come in. I thought, all right, so I opened it with the brick on.
Sure enough, they came in.
Okay.
Okay, well, good. Yeah, these are all good tips. Like I said, this was our first year doing the gallery sitting, and we'll learn as we go. But from what I understand, and if you all can tell me, the ones who are here, I think it's worth doing again next year if we do it. Yeah? Okay, good. So we will put it in then for something we will continue.